Hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Satisfactory, Barad. Last episode, we got some motor production up and running, and this episode, we are going to do a little bit of upgrading, I think. So I've had a bit of a look around to see sort of what there is we need to do, and our big problems at the moment are these guys, modular frames, which are waiting on reinforced plates. The reinforced plates themselves, which are not in that machine, are in this machine, and the rotors. So essentially, this all comes down to screws. So this is taking in a full belt of screws at the moment, I believe. Yes. So I'm only supplying it 60, and it wants 132 per minute. And I think it's a similar issue with this one over here. Yeah, it wants 120 per minute. But we now have the ability to get Mark III belts. So, things have been running for a little bit since the end of the last episode. And I now have, where is it, over here? Lots of steel beams. I also have an inventory full of crap, so let me get rid of that first. Alright, inventory is now largely empty, so let's break the factory by taking all of the steel beams and start upgrading things. Okay, so if you remember, the only thing we've upgraded so far is leading to steel beam production. So let's see. Actually, let's start down here on the ground floor where the screws are actually made. I think they're made over here. I remember. Yeah, here they are. Okay. So, at the moment, yeah, 2 machines should provide enough to saturate 3 belts. But that's just 3 ordinary belts, so that's 90 per minute. The Mark III belts, they will transport 270 per minute, so this is now 3 machines to 1 belt. So actually I should have bought some extra stuff as well, because I want to be making some more machines. Alright, yeah, let me hop back, grab some plates and stuff. Okay, so if we sort of figure this out, at the moment we've got 2 machines leading to 3 belts. If we've got 3 belts, that means we want 9 machines. There's now 3 machines per belt. What I'm thinking I might do is actually just tear this up and put down a sort of more simple thing. Okay, so I have gotten rid of everything, all the sort of belts that were squeezed around in there. Let me throw down some more constructors. Okay, so my thinking is, if we actually have a look at this, 15 iron rods per minute are made into the screws, and a Mark I belt at least carries 60. So 4 machines can run off 1 iron rod belt. Now, so you're making screws, you're making screws, you're making screws off the rods that come in on that side, and then off the rods that come in on the other side, we've got exactly the same. You're making screws, you're making screws, you're making screws, plus the one that's already there. Now, so we've got now 8 machines. But you can see here, this belt isn't actually used for anything at the moment. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to run 3 machines to that belt, 3 machines to that belt, the remaining 2 to that one, and if and when it comes time to upgrade, we'll worry about it then. So, let's get... How should we do this? So we want a merger there, I think. Where's that going in line with? There. So I've put a merger there, and now we want Mark III belts. Okay, and we want to merge that with this one and this one as well. So we want another merger there and another merger there. And hook them up. Now these guys aren't powered yet, so that's why they're not producing, but they are ready to go when they are. Let's put... I'm going to put these two as my spares, I think. Might work out a little easier. So let's get a merger, and we'll do the same kind of deal, but put it there and there. Look it up the belts. Okay, as for the last one, we will bring that up a bit. So if I stick a conveyor pole there, yeah, so that will come up from there, and then we need to bring that along this far, and then down a bit. So let's have a merger in line with that, in line there. And I'm going to put a merger here as well. So it works a little differently. And I think that's in the wrong place actually. Yeah, hang on. That goes there. Okay, so you're going to come in from there. 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 You are going to go up there. And then along to there. Okay, so I think everything is hooked up to outputs. So we need to put in power. I'll start off by doing that first. Okay, that's all now hooked up to power. So let's give it some inputs. So we want splitters on this side. And facing that way around. So put one there. One there. One there, there, and we'll hook this up to inputs. Now this can just be on a slow belt, because we know that this together all adds up to 60 per minute, which is what a normal belt does. There we go. So there's that bit, and we'll do exactly the same on the other side. And there we go, we've got some rods coming in here as well. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that we may not actually have enough rods coming in. So I need to double check that. So, in fact, what we'll do, let me just get rid of that wall. Okay, so, yeah, okay, well the first problem is that both sides of this are getting their rods from one splitter, which means that at most, each side is only running at 30 per minute rather than 60. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to hop out here and get a closer look as to what's going on. Okay, so all of the rods come from this one here, which actually just comes from right next to it. So what have we got going on here? We've got 4 machines producing 15 rather. So this should be 1 belt in, 1 belt out. And it should be running full time. In theory. Anyway, yes, this one here is only getting 1 belt in. So it can only give 1 belt out of iron rods. Where's this coming from? Let's go have a look. Yeah, this looks like it's coming straight from downstairs. One of the belts from downstairs. Okay, it's these 2 machines here that are making all of the rods that go towards screws. So, between them they only produce 1 belt's worth. So I need to upgrade the belts that come from here, that go all the way to the rod machine. Then upgrade the belts that go from the rod machine to the screw machines. and then we need to double up production down here at least. In fact, we should be able to like quadruple it or something. Mind you, but of course that will depend on how much iron we've got coming in, because at the moment I suspect we're only supplying 1 iron belt's worth. So iron ore, that is. So yeah, we'll have to take this back to source and make sure we're providing at least enough for 120 per minute. Okay, well, I've got some upgrading to do. Okay, so I have traced this, traced everything back to the source, and it turns out that this is the iron deposit responsible for making the rods for making the screws. However, this can only make 60 per minute, because presumably, yeah, this is just a normal deposit. So what we're going to have to do is actually dismantle that, and that, and see if we can get a miner Mark II. So I need some extra stuff. I need a few pipes. I know I've got an extra portable miner sitting in storage. Pipes and reinforced... whatchamacallits? What are they called? I forget. Miner Mark II. These guys. Encased industrial beams. That's the word I was after. Okay, and of course I picked up a bunch of iron ore doing that. Whoops. Let's make sure we land in the right place though. Alright, let's pop this bad boy down. We'll hook it up to power and hook it up to the output belt. Bit of a wiggle there, but that should work. This now gives us 120 per minute, which is exactly what we are using for screws. Coming out yet? There it is. Okay, do I have any extra iron ore on me? No, I think I got rid of it all. Okay, let's ride the belt. Okay, so it comes along down here, joins in the 4th line from the end, going down. Okay. 4th line from the end is this one here. Put my running shoes back on. This one. So it comes along this far, gets split. So now effectively, in fact this doesn't really need to be a fast belt. I might downgrade that, just so I sort of understand in my head exactly what's going on. Yeah. So that is this should be a compressed belt, and this over here should also be a compressed belt. Okay, then each side, yeah, they take 30 per minute, so that takes in half a compressed belt, and the other half goes over here, into that side, and then the other fully compressed belt comes in there, and comes along here, goes in. Okay, so then these each spit out half a compressed belt. Yep, 30 per minute. So in fact this one here can also be a Mark 1. I'll leave that one Mark 3. So this is 2 belts worth. That comes along this way, and then joins, goes up there, which is what goes in to make the rods for belts. Which, yeah, that's where the iron ingots go in to make the rods for the screws. They come in this belt here. Okay, so yeah, we can see the iron coming in, and yeah, we're getting a fully compressed belt on each side. This should be 2 belts worth, which should then be coming up and coming in here. 2 belts worth. So it might take a little while for things to back up, especially if they ran down. But then we have 8 machines along here, each turning 15 per minute into rods, which should be 2 compressed belts. So out from the other side, this should now be 2 compressed belts of rods. Now, the rods do get split. That's the point. I haven't followed this to see where this goes. Okay, those same rods are also used on the next floor up over there. Let's go and see what's over there. Okay, they go in to make modular frames. Okay, have we got any other rods floating around that we can use for that? Okay, this is where my other belt of rods is going. So I think... maybe I should just make some more rods. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it. We'll see if it works or not. But anyway, we now should be at the point where we are making 3 and 2/3 Mark III belts, I think. Where am I going? Over here. So yeah, we just need to now upgrade these belts, so we're actually getting the throughput. Okay, I'll leave the belt that goes off to storage as a Mark I, but the rest of that can be Mark III. And then we need the uppy bits to be Mark III as well. And then they come out on the floor above. Or 2 of them do it anyway. Okay, so that one goes in there. This one goes in there. Okay, I think that's everything on the outside done. We just need to hop in on the inside and do the upgrading bits there. Okay, now this should be getting 270 screws per minute, which should be enough to keep it running full time. Certainly getting it to 24 every 12 seconds. Okay, we'll do the other one over here as well. Okay, this one. Okay, so we now have 1 rotor and 1, what are these called? Reinforced plates? Running full time. This last guy doesn't directly use screws, so he's still not going to run full time. But what we can do, because we're now supplying 270 screws per minute to each of these machines, let's see, 270 is bigger than 240, so this can now actually support 2 machines running full time and 1 running a quarter of the time, I think. Yeah, so let's throw down another constructor or 2. Alright, that's the first bit done. That is another machine making the... I keep forgetting what they're called. Reinforced iron plates. I'm not going to add in the 3rd one. I'm just going to have 2 of each of these, because I might as well have 2. 2 running full time is okay, but 2.25. Yeah. Besides this one here, this uses 132 screws per minute. We're providing 270, which is enough for 2 and an extra 6 screws per minute, which is it's not even an appreciable fraction. So I just need to hook this one in now, and this guy's making rotors. That's right. So rotors. Okay, and I just plug it in. So we get a splitter there. We get a splitter somewhere along here, there, and one above it. Oh, I'm missing cables. Huh. Alright, be right back. Okay, that's everything input, and then we just need to give it an output. Doesn't need to be a fast one. And there we go. Okay, so we've now more than doubled, in fact close to quadrupled our supply of both reinforced iron plates and rotors. Now our supply of rotors hasn't built up in storage, so we are still we're still building up a supply of both rotors and reinforced plates. So, well, I suppose we still have quadrupled what's getting this far. So yeah, we're now making more modular frames, and well, the rotors we used to make the motors, I think, as well. Let's head upstairs, see how that's going. Okay, well, yeah, you can see how that compares. Looks like we've at least doubled rotor production, just looking at the gap from there to there and from there to there. That was just the one machine making the reinforced iron plates. And yeah, that gap has much decreased. Okay, so yeah, things are starting to look pretty good, I think. Now, I don't know how many rotors we have in storage. Don't know how many motors we have in storage. Shall we go have a look? Okay, looks like we have, near enough 200. I think it was only 150 we needed, wasn't it? Yeah, so let's do that. Do not need this many iron plates on me. Or iron ingots for that reason. Alright, there we go. Okay, then we just need, then we need 500 modular frames. How many have we got? Where are they? Here. We have somewhat less than 500, so that one might take a bit of time. However, now we've got some motors at least, let's go have a look at any milestones, because some of the milestones used motors, I think. Yeah, this one here only wanted 10, and a bunch of rotors, and that gives us the Explorer, or for 10 modular frames, we can get explosives, which also gives me an extra hand slot. Cool. I think I'm more drawn to this one. Except that one needs 100 modular frames. Let's do explosives. Alright, so stick in the rest of these guys. And there we go. Now, I usually do these off camera, so I don't think we've actually looked at this taking off lately.
R&D has inflated your pocket dimension and added an additional equipment slot. Note, close proximity at detonation is likely to result in suboptimal performance.
Okay. So, I don't think that gives me anything new in there, but it does mean I can make some... Yeah, so we make black powder here out of coal and sulfur. and it would then be in this guy, I think, that I would make. Yeah, these guys from... Oh no, that's the detonator. Ah, here we go. That's made from black powder, some pipes, and beacons. Okay. Okay, so I just made a bunch of beacons. Now, I think I have everything we need for the Explorer milestone as well, so we just need to wait for the dropship to get back. And with the magic of editing... Okay, there is the sound of it coming back, and I've looked at this before, but there we go, it crashes straight through the side. So, yeah, I probably could have, well, I was going to say I probably could have built the tower in a better place, but no, I probably could have put this in a better place. But we'll send up the next one straight away. So I've got 100 of them, 15 of them, 100 of them, 10 of them, and up you go.
Exploration-based technology unlocked. Quartz-based parts accessible, along with a map of your fix-it approved designated zone in need of charting. The new vehicle is aimed at efficient travel speed and all-terrain handling.
Okay, so I think that is all the milestones for now, although there's probably extra stuff we can unlock. But by sticking stuff in here, yeah, we've still got Crystal Oscillator, Supercomputer, and Nobelisk to put in there. And then that, oh no, that unlocks things in here. Vehicles. Tractor, I haven't used the tractor yet. When did we unlock the tractor? I can't remember. Explorer. We've got a truck station as well, though, waiting for trains. And then... Is the radar tower something I unlock later? I'm not sure. But we do have a map. So... yeah, I am all the way down here, sort of off the edge. And I believe this is the south end of the map. Difficult to say, we'll have to do a little bit more exploring. You can see, yes, I really haven't gone that far in the grand scheme of things. I think this over here is the waterfall where the Caterium ore is up there. And I think that's about as far away as I've travelled in any one direction, although apparently I've done some stuff over here as well. But anyway, yeah, so next episode we'll start looking at quartz stuff, I think. Yeah, maybe. Don't know if I'm going to do that on a... well, yeah. We'll probably do quartz stuff on another floor. But I'll have to think about exactly what, because I know quartz is used for other higher tier products as well. We can also get some sulfur coming in, maybe. I'm not sure what sulfur is used for other than explosives at this point, but we can always have a look. But yes, that will be next time. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.